Welcome back to Inverted Aviators RC. We are back with one of the greatest planes, in my opinion, the UMX Turbo Timber Evolution, and we're just going to do some flying today. Nothing fancy, nothing special, just having a good old time out here. So let's get up into the air, and it's as easy as that. And let's see, before I do anything too crazy, it looks like I've got safe on. Don't want that. All right. Make sure that's turned off before I do anything too crazy. Why does it feel floaty? Oh, I probably trim it a bit. That is back down to normal. There's also a little camera on the ground because I did that once before and I really liked how it looked. Still pitching up and rolling a bit, so I'll try to correct that. Let's see, can I fly straight? Can I fly straight? Maybe. But I just wanted to get back and flying the Evo again because this is just, it's such a cool plane. It's so easy. Oh, that's probably why. I had full flaps on. That's why I was so floaty. Let's pitch back then. We don't need to blame anything other than me for getting I had full flaps. So let's see. Trim it back. So see, I'm still aileroning to the side. I don't think that's wind. Just trying to get it trimmed up nice. A little staticky, but nothing I can't handle. Touch and go. That's why I love this plane. A, it's easy to fly, and I'm not a great pilot, right? But then you can just touch and go. You can do a big old knife edge. It's got huge control surfaces. It's got flaps. It's got everything you need, and it's fun. I enjoy it. This is like the perfect night for it because it's so nice out. There's just a gentle breeze, nothing I can't handle, especially with this plane. Yeah, it's just so fun. See, there is wind coming this direction, so if I wanted to fly slow, I could throw on the flaps and keep it around there, or I could fly fast and go with it. But man, I've said this 1,000 times. If you're getting into the hobby, get an Evo. People have said, hey, the smaller ones are harder to fly for this, that, and the other reason. I disagree. They're so much fun to fly. They're easy to fly, especially with a camera. I should specify that. With a camera, so easy. Like, look at this wind. I'm not even moving. I think I'm literally staying still. But I mean, come on. How could you not like that? And aerobatic, the just crazy aerobatic ability. I got to remember too, this isn't the Crescendo. Crescendo's got a crazy battery life because you don't use a throttle. This is not that. And you do actually fly around with the throttle quite a bit. And I want to burn out these batteries, so at least do a long rollout, little crosswind. A little one wheel, just easy as it all gets. Let's see. Oh yeah, the wind is going at my tail right now, so that's why I'm clucking along. Oh, it's so easy. It's so fun. Get this plane if you want. All right, you can also see the internal batteries housed with a Velcro, and it works really well. I don't know why I decided to bounce at all, really, but I did, and you can see it's held in there. 300 milliamps, 3-cell. You can also do a 4-cell if you want. We have done battery testing, but I think that's a good time to try to land it here with the battery hatch popping off. Let's see if I can see it somewhere. It's probably out there somewhere, but it can fly without a nose cone, no big deal. I don't need to do such a long landing because it does have flaps, but I will because maybe it'll teach me to land better. But we got flaps. Yeah, is it too floaty with flaps and this little crosswind? See if I can get it right. Oh, there's the old nose cone. All right, well, we got more batteries. This plane's too much fun to not fly it a bunch of times, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay, let's just get back up into the air. I've got full flaps. Everything should be recording. Good, this is good. All right. This time I will try to keep all of the components together. We'll just drop a little bit of it halfway through just to show off. That was, you know, on purpose to show the battery, to show how it sits in there, of course. Also, when I try to land slow, I don't do a good job. When I try to like touch and go, I do a good job. So go figure. I should probably just try to land faster, more speed. That's probably like the most obvious thing ever said. But when I try to like stole it in, it does not like it. Or, you know, like I bounce it like crazy. What I want to do is just get some of that ground shot, as well as a 360 camera. Give that some love too. But I also want to fly into the wind and fly it nice and slow like I was before. So I'll throw on flaps. I'll try to just sit back here, get a little bit closer. I wonder why it's so poor signal. It is tricky, but you can see how low throttle and how much back elevator I need just to keep it still like that. It is pretty crazy for such a small plane. It's a little windy. It's not that bad. Just teetering it along. Flip off the flaps, give it a little gas, and we are gone. So you can split the uprights here. Oop. Yay. Turn around, nice. Plant the mains. Oh. Man, it's supposed to be a crosswind. So I keep dropping one side. Ooh, little stall action. I've done quite a few times. Plant the mains and just goose it, because this thing will stay nice and down, but I do need rudder authority to do that. The rudder was acting a little froggy. Mains are planted. Oh, it's just so fun to fly. And we've had this plane for what, 3 years now? 2-3 years? And it's still just like, if I ever in between projects or just want to go fly quick, this plane is so much fun to fly. And we've done things to it too, like it can handle a head tracker, an 8-channel receiver, landing horribly, flipping upside down in the snow on a roof. Like, we have tried to make this plane unflyable, and it just keeps flying. Bonk. Like, how about that? Just the ugliest whatever you want to call it. Man. It's just so easy. Ooh, signal breakup. See, my rudder is just, it must be the wind mixed with the hinge that's just all taped up. But I balloon up the second I put flaps on, which is cool. All right, I guess the wind wants us to go this way. I'll bring it into land here. You know, I'm gonna try to land, not like I'm actually trying to land, but just how I'm trying to touch and go, and then I'll just ease off the throttle. This will be a big learning moment for me. It just wants to drift. Like, I can't get the rudder to actually turn. But that's fine. We got another battery, so three flights this video, so stay tuned. It looks like it just needs like a plastic hinge instead of tape, because tape doesn't flex. As you can see, I've got authority that way, but not really that way. No time for thinking about repairs because we are flying. And I do try to incorporate rudder quite a bit in my turns. I think it's called coordinated turns. Could be totally wrong. Yep. So when I can't have any rudder, it's just bank and yank, which is a viable way to fly, but I do like the rudder. So this is going to be a fix going forward, because I think I did crash hard at some point. That's just kind of jerried up the rudder, but nothing I can't handle. Oh, all right, well, that's an easy fix. Oh, that's why this signal's getting bad. Antenna shot. Like I just said, the antenna on that camera has gone through somewhat of a lot of crashes, which would be my guess as to why the signal kind of gets choppy. It's hanging on, but just barely. So I also bought up a couple new of these Wolf Flip cameras because they're awesome. I say new, they're the same cameras we've used the entire time we've had this channel. Just nice $30 cameras. Throw them on any UMX plane, work like a dream. So I guess got a couple more of them for a couple more planes, but yeah, this one has been toppled over. That's the only downside right now of having the camera sitting all the way on top without any like 3D printed protection piece. That it just does kind of take the brunt of the fall if you are unskilled enough to roll it over like I just did. But I'll blame that on the no rudder. I feel like I could correct this roll. I'm trying to right rudder. Look how much it wants. Hey, stop turning that way. Look at that. I'm not doing anything and it wants to just loop-de-loop. Alright. Well, that's probably just a mechanical issue. Nothing I can do about that now. Whee! Look at that. It's just getting a little hairy over here just because the antenna's going. But that doesn't mean we can't fly hard over here. So that just, again, proves how much this plane can take. It can take us just not flying it well. Me. I've flown this plane quite a bit recently. Or I guess in its whole tenure, I've probably flown it quite a bit. But I think that's gonna just about do it for this plane, or at least this video. Not this plane. For this video, we got a couple flights in. It's a beautiful night. I couldn't not fly. So let's see if I can land it one more time with this busted rudder. See if I aim right side so it rolls back. I guess I'll go around. A little knife edge, not on purpose, but always cool. Maybe I should just try to stole it in. I've said that almost every video with this plane, and then I end up landing it hard. Remember when I said second flight, let me try to land it, this would be a big learning moment? Yeah, we're back trying to stole it. So I'm gonna try to get it down without stalling it too short. That stole. That counts. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. This has been the UMX Turbo Timber Evolution, our favorite plane by far. But make sure to stick around if you want more UMX planes or big planes. We do them all. Thank you so much for watching. Also, thank you to our members. We've got 2 members at the time of this video being shot, or right now we got 2 members. Thank you so much for all your continued support. Your support through this membership is how we fund these planes, these projects, everything. So thank you so much for all your help. We really appreciate it. Also, there is the monthly newsletter coming out. Every month, has been for a couple months. And so if you are interested, it just goes over more projects that we go through or more details. The thought behind a lot of things. I think it's kind of fun just to write everything down, and we send it out to our members. So if you are interested in that side of things, make sure to join our membership. It's really interesting. At least I think it is. But that's been Inverted Aviators RC. Stick around for more videos like this.